Hey there everybody, Lamont here from Chart Guys, checking in on the electric vehicle sector and NEE. The NE. Okie dokie, so let's see here. Never got that back test play, unfortunately, that we were looking out for. That would have been nice, but Tesla just kind of going sideways now ever since this big push up to break out of this channel. We are near where one would expect a daily lower high to get printed. And so if we can get another push up into this zone, narrowly overbought conditions, I don't think that's a bad trade or a potential short. Just anticipating that we'll stay in this range. Plus we had, the markets have been ripping, so it's not, should they consolidate, let's say they push up a bit to start off, because they look like flags right now. Say they push up a bit and Tesla itself gets extended, the markets get extended as well, QQQ starts pulling back, then that would be the ideal situation for a Tesla short tomorrow. Yep, something like that. You just want to make sure you're scaling in narrowly overbought conditions over there and into, the zone of resistance. That's all we have as traders. Let me take a look at other traders real quick. Okay, so you can see we're coming up on R1 for them as well. All right, that's interesting. Interesting to note. All right, that's pretty much it. Looking out for Tesla. If you are a bull, then let's see. If you're a bull, you're probably waiting for this daily higher low. At this point, if you're a bull, what you want to see is you want to see this lower high get set here and then break 428.63 for the bears to take this hourly trend and have the bulls start scouting for a potential daily higher low, and anything over 379.11 will be that daily higher low for Tesla bulls. So we're just watching for this potential EQ to continue tightening up. I can just continue tightening up. That's what we're looking out for. That's pretty much it for Tesla. NIO, another strong day. Wow. Man, I got stopped out the rest of my NIO yesterday. How unfortunate. I had my stop under here. Dang. Oh well, what can you do, man? Just another 20%. Oh well. You can't win them all, or rather, you can't milk them all for everything they're worth all the time, eh? Anyways, so let's see. Whenever the bulls start pulling back, whenever the bears start pushing the bulls back, I should say, we will be scouting for that 25 for that daily higher low. Anything over 25.46 will be one. There's no sign of that whatsoever on the hourly time frame. Increasing bull volume into the end of the day. Bulls are maintaining full control here, giving me this little fake out. This is why I should just not trade. I should just not trade with extended hours. Look at this, so much cleaner. I mean, me personally, I tend to swing trade, and the higher lows just are cleaner without the extended hours. Gosh darned it. Ruminate here, everybody, if you don't mind for a moment. Ugh, upset right now. Not really. All right. Let's see, just okay. Anyways, so let's see. We are just waiting for another hourly higher low at this point. All right, bulls are just scouting for another hourly higher low, and I think I'm gonna make that change. Whenever we start pulling back, we will look for another hourly higher low, and the 5-minute RSI would start getting extended near this range over here. I'm committing to the new change. No more extended hours. See how it goes. All right, I'm gonna do some more back testing, but for now, that's the change. Been saying it for a long times now. All right, so we'll look to bottom fish the supports over here where all this congestion was, and if even the top end, let's right, this last little low, that's like kind of the launching pad before this big leg, right? So if the 5-minute can get extended into this area, then maybe we'll scale in for a trade, something like that. Something like that. That's too much range, then it's narrow it down a bit. I like to make the ranges a bit bigger, offer you a bit more flexibility for guidance. But the idea is you want to be scaling into this shelf of support, this area, right, where there's been some congestion, a couple of rejections, whatnot. Nice little head and shoulders. And then another inverse one, beauty. Anyway, and then a continuation one. Okay. Let's see here. Something like that, right? We want 5-minute oversold conditions, buy into these areas where there was congestion, potentially using these fib levels as a guide, and then we would target something. All right. And if the bears are able to step in, change this hourly trend, it looks so similar to the daily chart. Anyway, so if the bears are able to step in tomorrow, change the hourly trend, then we'll just be looking for that healthy daily higher low over 25.46. I'm just gonna change charts anyway because we're done with that. Hey, wow. Oh, okay. So this played out in after hours, and let's see, played out in after hours. Yeah, so you have 5-minute overbought conditions. All right, yep, you have 5-minute overbought conditions, and it gave you just a bit of opportunity to potentially take some profit on NKLA. Although the volume was so bad that you probably, I don't think anybody even took this trade, but not a bad play, right? You get oversold, you get a little space, and then you always want to chop and stop. Again, trickier to play bearish, but also because your conditions are no longer there, right? You only want to be shorting off of those levels if the 5-minute is extended, overbought, right? I'm sorry, the 5-minute. Yeah, the 5-minute is overbought, right? That's the only time that we care about that. So after you got these fills in here and then you came down, ideally you take some profit and then you stopped out when we come back up here, right? Okay, so at this point now, that's probably another reason, right? To just cut out extended hours because then I can just set up trades. Yeah, I like this new. All right, anyway. So the zone of interest that we had marked off as a potential area to short off of now obviously acted as support, right? Confirmed support, right? The reason why we had it marked off is because all those tops are put in there and there were these bottoms that got put in there as well. And so that's why we had this zone marked off. Price action is king. Always use your price action first, and then you can throw on all your indicators or whatnot afterwards. So now let's check out the hourly trend. The hourly trend has not confirmed bullish yet, so we're not really, well, actually you could say that it was bullish here. And then never really confirmed a downtrend either, so I would say the uptrend is still healthy, okay? Because we had higher lows and higher highs here. We broke to a lower low, taking out two hourly supports, but then we broke to higher highs over those previous highs, and now we're back to setting higher lows. So in an uptrend, we care more about the higher lows. Oops. In an uptrend, we care more about the higher lows, and a downtrend, we care more about the lower highs. Let's see. All right. So tomorrow, aggressive bulls, can be looking for hourly higher lows. All right. This is the last hourly higher low. And if we start seeing consolidation from here, which there's no sign of yet, the 5-minute trend did not go bearish until the end of the day. But if we are looking for an hourly higher low somewhere over here, is not a bad place to start looking. Because where did our shelf go? So because we already tested this shelf and we have these levels over here, maybe we'll start a little bit higher, right? Again, as long as 5-minute is oversold, we're interested. Back tested like that. I think that's a bad play by any means. Okay, unless but you just want to be mindful, right? Because the daily trend is still bearish. We're still looking for, so if we were to see some bounce follow through tomorrow, pull back for hourly higher low, print higher highs, we'll see some more daily bounce follow through, but bears will just be scouting a lower high under 23.05. So don't get too eager. Yes, it's a potential wedge breakout. We'll see how it goes. We just reject, right? There's no guarantees here. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah. So potential wedge breakout, but wouldn't be surprised by a rejection. We'll see how it goes. Just caution playing bullish on any names that are in massive daily downtrends, okay, and weekly downtrends, and monthly downtrends. Really, but weekly, daily downtrends. So always cautious as a right. Let the bulls prove it. WKHS inside bar today. Not terribly confidence inspiring if that's all the bounce that the bulls can get. Doesn't look great that the market has such a strong day, and this was just kind of a sideways kind of day. But that being said, there is the potential setup now for an inverse head and shoulders. Right? So this is potentially setting up right now, and bulls will even take basing. Right? If we can just stay sideways, if bulls, I should say, can just stay sideways, continue to put in volume, test these lows multiple times and hold again, just like it did back here. These are all plays to be had right now. Bottom fishing plays are definitely there. And you can see that the other day, the top fishing play off of that level as well was good in early overbought conditions. Same idea, right? It was overbought when the candle was up here. It prints on the close. So that's the only play I'm looking for. If we head up here, get hourly overbought into the zone of resistance, then you can be looking short. If the same thing happens to support, then we can be looking long. Just play the range. As long as you're range bound, play the range. That's what we care more about. All right, NEE. Okay, so NEE just kind of hanging out in this channel as well, maintaining it. Still over this previous area of basing, so not a bad look for bulls, but unable to see some more upside on the, let's see. Bulls are just scouting for a potential higher low over $73 even. On the hourly time frame, the trend has gone bearish? No, not yet. Not confirmed bearish downtrend yet. So tomorrow, what the bears need to do to confirm this hourly downtrend and set that daily lower high is break 74.70. Well, is to hold 75.99 and then break 74.70 to have bulls looking for that daily higher low over, I forgot, for $73. Right, 73. Okay, so for NEE, really just playing this channel. That's all I care about for now. Right, this is the base of support that we have marked off, and if we can get hourly overbought down here, then I'm interested in playing it long. And if we can get up here overbought, I'm a little bit more hesitant because we're looking at this to potentially be like a flag-like pattern, tight consolidation and a follow through. Although it has retraced quite a bit already. So yeah, we're looking out for this to potentially be like a flag, right? It's maintaining this channel structure after a big move up. So I don't really want to play short here necessarily. I'm not terribly interested in playing short here unless we can come up and test all of these tops here and get the hourly RSI extended, like 5, 15 hourly all extended at the same time. Okay, maybe I'd be interested, but for the most part, I would prefer to go long off of the channel support in this congestion zone in hourly oversold. All right, so that about covers it. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.